was the one that my mom would take me to a house, and she and her husband of blessed memory too would pray for me. I can never share my life story without including Mama, because Mama was very instrumental in my growth, in shaping me to be who I am today. My mom would take me to a place and she would pray for me throughout the night, because the pain usually started from 6 p.m. So she would pray for me throughout the night till the pain subsides. And at times we leave her house around 11 p.m., at times 1 a.m., at times 2 a.m. There are times we would even go to her house as late as 11 p.m., go and knock on her door for her to pray for me. And this pain would only go after prayers. So because the medicines were not helping. Yes, one thing I forgot to tell you was that anytime I took the medicine, I was vomiting them out. Anytime the medicine enters my tummy, it had to come out. So the role that it was even supposed to play, it wasn't playing. So one day, someone told my mom about a prayer camp. I was already going to Grace Presby. They had this prayer camp, but I wasn't staying there. I would go there and go and pray. Even if I would stay there, it was usually for the weekend so that I could come to school on Monday. So I'll go on Friday after school, then Saturday, Sunday evening, then I come home. But then when it became serious, someone told my mom about the prayer camp in Mankesim that she took me to. And this prayer camp too, looking back, it really helped me. A lot of things happened in the prayer camp that was well, it's anyway. I don't want to be emotional. I want to be able to share the story without being emotional. I remember my 11th birthday. I celebrated it at the prayer camp, and I was given this direction. One of the things that was on the prayer camp, one of the common directions was to use the earth, the sand on the prayer camp. Yes, they used to sell it. I've forgotten the name that they call it. They roll it, and then they pray over it. They add some things to it, and they prayed over it, and then they used to sell it. So if you go there with whichever pain, usually most of the things that they will recommend to you is that, so you would eat it. You'll be advised. Times they will add water. My mom will add water to it and then ask me to drink it. Charlie, we were doing everything. So if drinking sand would cure me, that was what we thought would cure me, then so be it. And at that moment, I wasn't seeing it as sand. I was seeing it as something that would just make this pain go away. So they would roll it and like ayilo. I'm not ayilo. So senior shade and one body shade. That was how it was, round, the big one, the big size. And you buy it, you apply it. At times some of the directions you have to apply it on your body. And I remember on this particular birthday, one of the directions that I received was to apply it on my body. And my mom prepared a top for me, and I was eating it with my my whole body covered in red clay. So my whole body was red. I was so shy. You see, I was not getting to my adolescent. Come on, I was now becoming aware of my body, and I was so shy. I was eating it. My mom had this cake. She got this small cake for me, and then there wasn't even less than a candle on it. But then it was like, oh, pray over it and ask God whatever you want. I remember that prayer very well. I told God that, God, I never want to spend my birthday at a prayer camp or on a sick bed again. That was the prayer that I said to God. And after that, it was I was eating that, and I was crying. I was trying to hide my tears from my mom. The next birthday, my 12th birthday, it fell on the day that we were supposed to graduate to JY. And when they were including the names from Sunday school, children's service, because I wasn't year 12, they wanted to omit my name. And then at first, initially, the plan was we were having the graduation a week to my birthday. So I wasn't yet 12, meaning I had to sit until the next year. But then thank God something happened, and then the graduation date was changed to my birthday. So I went to see my teacher. I told her that my my birthday falls on the graduation day. My 12th birthday falls on the graduation day. So they must add me to it. She said she will talk to the other teachers and we'll see what they will do. And I went to the way I prayed over her head, and my Gladys, you have no idea. You have no idea. The way I prayed over your head. Because the following year, the previous year, I prayed a certain prayer. I made a covenant with God that I will never spend my birthday in a prayer camp or on a sick bed. And a part of me felt, even as a kid, felt that if that day falls on my graduation, my next birthday, since it's on my graduation, I have to be in the church dancing and doing things. Then I won't be sick on that day for me to be carried to the prayer camp or be taken to the hospital. So by hook or crook, I had to graduate. I went to prove Mama Gladys' head, and I was added to the graduation team. So I graduated to JY. Exactly on my 12th birthday, the day I turned 12 years, that was the day I graduated to JY. I was so happy. You think that was the end of it? No. In Jai, I was still suffering. The sickness would come. I would go to the prayer camp, and I had to combine it with school too. So most of the times when we're on vacation, I will be at the prayer camp, and my mom too has to come and sew. So there are times that she would leave me for maybe 2-3 days, or my sister will be with me. Then she'll come and Charlie. So in because the prayer camp, you can't be there. Hey, it uses money. When you buy this clay thing that I'm talking about, money. Any direction that they give you money. Fridays was the main prayer day that people would come from outside. It was a big prayer camp. A lot of people would come, and going to see the prophet is not there anymore in the buffer, but going to see for them to tell you what is wrong or what is ahead, and then for them to give you the direction and all that. No, yes, it's you have to pay money. So everything was around money. We needed money to even stay in the prayer camp. And some of the directions that I dreaded was when I was supposed to bath with these leafy things at midnight. Imagine, the place was so cold at midnight. The weather is so chilled. And do you know the funny thing? They they already mix the thing, or they already mix the herbs in the eggs and put it directly under the sky. It's impossible to go. So I didn't know. So I mean, like, because they are. I don't know. I've even forgotten the impact of that, but it was all directions to help cure me of my tummy pains and everything. And the prayer camp, what's it mean though? And it's also shaped me in my prayers. What's it mean that, Charlie? 12 midnight, we wake up and pray. 4 a.m. we must be awake. We are awake. We cleaned. We all have to sleep inside the church. Yes, there were rooms that we put our things inside, and even the rooms, one room can have like 14 or 15 people inside the room. Yes, we all you do in the room is to have your things there. There was a kitchen that we cook. There was a general bathroom that we all bath. But then it was compulsory for every sick person in the prayer camp. If you have come to the prayer camp, whether sick or whichever, the obe baby, and you have to sleep, and you spend the night, you have to sleep inside the church. That was compulsory. So 12 midnight we pray. 4 a.m. we wake up, we clean the church, go and get ready. By 6 a.m. we come and pray. And then one of the things that I love about the 6 a.m. prayers and the 6 p.m. prayers was that we say memory verses. Yes. So everyone will share their memory verse that they learned and all that. I remember there was this girl that I met there she always had the weirdest memory verses, and I didn't understand. Like, you see, we always say memory verses that resonates with us. So maybe I can John 3:16, for God so loved the world. But then you should pick you see some of the verses you see Jesus said. Okay. Those are the ones that should pick, and I didn't understand why she was doing that. Like, but then I always look forward to, because I was happy whenever she came to say, because whenever she says a memory verse, you can see the applause and everything. People will be cheering for her, and I found out that she was mentally unstable. and all that. Like I met a whole lot of people that were coming to seek for help, that were suffering from all forms of ailment at the prayer camp. A whole lot of people, people that were young, people that were also in GHS, people that were in SHS. One of the people that I will never forget is one lady that was, they said she had finished medical school, but then she was suffering mentally. Because I would never forget her, because I used, when she was stable, we would chat, we would talk about school, and she used to advise me. And when she was unstable, they would hold her with chains and tie her under a tree. And that tree that they tie the mentally unstable people, we were not supposed to go there because at times they can be violent. But some way, somehow, that was where I found peace. So when my mom wasn't around, when my mom was around, she wouldn't allow me. But when my mom wasn't around, I'll go and sit by them, and then I'll be chatting with them. Because I feel say, you know, yeah, break. Oh, yeah, na yeah, bread. Me de yeah, me yam. And also the yeah, na dream. We are all suffering, so we all needed each other to, what I said, to help us with the stay there and all that. I would chat with this lady. Unfortunately, she passed. When she passed, I knew that there was no hope for me, because Charlie, no was when they come, they came with the cars and everything. The parents had money, so if they had the money to take her to whichever hospital, whichever place that they wanted, that's were free man. Not me. Hey, I knew that was the end for me. But apparently God had other plans. Yobomesu, if we, that prayer camp, usually they were supposed to take me to the water and near Bomesu. That means say top. That was me. But then I couldn't get time to do that. But I said my goodbye and everything, meaning say I've been healed and everything. But after the prayer camp, no, I was not healed. I was still suffering. So when it came, still frequent church pastors and all that, we were still worrying mama. By then I remember my uncle too, of blessed memory. No, so I shall see with the church, Ejayao. So at times Ejayao will come and pray for me. We used to go to the park, Mamprobi Girls Park, to pray a lot. We'd go there, and the people that were praying with, the head pastor, so I say, there are times that my mom can just carry me when the thing became so severe. Yeah, you're free hospital, discharge is it's still severe, and I come home, and she was so frustrated, she didn't know what to do. She would just put me into a taxi and tell the taxi to go to the girls school, my probably girls school park. And yeah, people used to really, I don't know if it's still going on, but then people used to really pray there. And me, when I grew up to a certain age, I used to go there to go and pray. My mom would just take me there. Ohun sofu biya no or the mama and say, oh, pamechon mom pa mama keke. Because I was suffering. Men of they will pray for me, and I would be vomiting. Things will be coming out of me. But still, nah, I didn't go. So when I was about to write my BEC, my mom left. My mom went to her hometown. She said she couldn't stand the fact that I would be writing my BEC, and then they'll call her that way, Panayare. Own to me. Because because and she said, and I say, be a me wahana and a mawa yare into the mamma quetchy, be a me quetchy our own yare. That is what she says. So she left, and I was with my sister alone. And she was, I know she couldn't stay, because she was so worried. She would call like every single chance she had to find out if I was okay. Because now you're running my metro exams. In BA school, time I metro exams, time now you're anytime. I couldn't write most of my papers with my peers. So going to write BEC on my own, was a whole lot of headache. But then by the grace of God, I was able to write from Monday to Friday. Nothing happened to me. Nothing happened to me. And my mom came, we celebrated and all that. Then I wanted to go to boarding house too. I wanted to go to boarding house. I chose a girl. I really wanted to go to Gehe. I didn't get Gehe. I was crying. And my grades were good. So like Charlie, people wanted to help me get to Gehe. But then my mom said, God knows why he gave you Odan Senior High. Go to Odan Senior High because we don't know what will happen to you if you go to Gehe. Go to Odan because Odan is closer to home. We are from the eastern region. We are close to Odan, so we have some of my aunties and uncles, my grandparents, they stay in Odan. Odan is closer to home. We have family there. That is where we come from. So go there. You don't know why God has taken you there. So some of my mates that were very close to me in SHS, those who were really close to me, can tell that when I went to SHS, even my water, I wasn't even drinking the campus water. Hey, me mama said me no water go. She was scared for my tummy to fall. But I'm saying this laughing now, but then Charlie ne esum kwana na misu. And every day my auntie would send one of the girls she worked with to bring me food. Every single day. They did it for like a week, and I told them that no, ma'am, if you are still doing that, it means you are still seeing me as a sick person. I believe I'm healed, so treat me as a strong person. And this is someone that looked like paper. Those from my SHS can testify. Those who went to a dance senior high between 2007 to 2011 who know me, they can testify. I look like paper. As I'm from a boy, yet I was telling my mom that you should stop them from bringing me food. So now they were doing it weekly. Even the weekly, it got some time, I stopped them. If it's visiting and you are visiting, that's okay. But then stop treating me as the sick kid. I didn't want to carry that trauma from JHS to SHS. SHS, nobody knew me as a sick kid. Yes, I was lanky and all. I wasn't the only lanky kid. Hey, Ebianami slim, I bet them. Nobody knew say I was the sick kid. JHS, I was that sick kid. Everybody knew. From the area that I stayed in Choco or himself, people were even calling me Sekala. I remember one time my mom went to fight some woman not to stop calling me Sekala because Ohumia, instead of calling me by my name, Nana or Amma, or call me Nhanama, not from Nhanama, not from Sekala. And I told my mom that I didn't like the name the woman was calling me, so my mom went to give a warning. Yes, so JHS, so be himself and I'm a yare no. Yeah, I didn't want to carry that thing to SHS. But just that SHS, I wanted to stay in my lane. I told myself that me, no position. JHS, I didn't want to. JHS, I was everywhere. Girls prefect. Then drama club. I was everywhere. Told myself, no position because na koko. And sorry. Some of the prophecies that came some of the positions I was taking in school. There was competition. People were not so happy about it. Some people were not so happy about some things that were happening to me in school and some of the positions I was taking and all that since and also come home and I'm here phone. So SHS, I told myself that me, anything called position, away. I was just going there to study, pass and then come. Just enjoy boarding life and come. I just wanted to be far away from home because as a fear I just wanted to be in a place that no one saw me as a second. That was a son and I'm a with JHS SHS on me. So I went to SHS and everything was running smoothly, no pain. I didn't encounter any pain. So we got to Form 4. We're about to write WASI. Then the first time the pain started. And it was so severe that I had to go to the hospital. So I remember my house mistress asked that a friend took me to the hospital. I remember very well was Abigail Anane that took me to the hospital. Went to Jubilee Hospital. Sorry. We went to Jubilee Hospital, Oda, and then we came back. Everything it looked like it was going, but then it started again, and I knew because this thing was a pattern. I knew that was because of the WASI that was getting close, so I needed to do something about it. So when it became severe, I had to go home. We went to hospital and everything. Still, they still couldn't find anything. No. At times, somebody say malaria. Saying they can't really find anything. You get it? So I went to the hospital, couldn't find anything. I told my mom, "So the family and at times some of the places that we go to was Grace Presbyterian Church, Okropon. So and even if I get the chance, me Ankasa, I tell my mom that I come and put girls park or pie. So I'll go to the girls park alone. You see, girls park usually people come in sects like church. Normal bob they are coming to pray. Be on sorry, kids. So I feel normal shy. I say they are coming to pray. You see me alone, small girl, lanky. My son, I'm a son that day. Now be on the park screaming for God. God heal me. God heal me. I didn't know that around that time God was doing something within me. God was building something within me. Just that it was covered in the sickness. I thought I was praying against sickness, but God was doing something more within me. And it was during this time, so Nhanama Nyamekye encounters upon encounters you. But by the grace of God, I was able to write Wasi successfully. Aside my chemistry practicals that I had an issue with my breath. But even with an issue, I got the perfect this thing mark and everything. Everything was when well. I didn't experience anything. Oh, by the grace of God, I had admission to Tech and Legon. My mom wanted me to really go to Tech because I see Legon for Enquire. So I really wanted to go to Legon. And guess what I used? Yes. So they said, what if I Tech I used that. I had to use it. Really wanted to go to Legon. But even that wasn't even convincing enough. I had to prove to her why I needed the course in Legon more than the course I was given in Tech. And by the grace of God, we were able to convince her, hey, why, mom? We were able to convince her, and then I went to Legon, 1100. Oh, my roommates. I know they'll remember. Now my brain, now my tired. I used to get sick. See, most of the times weekends, not make coffee. No, it wasn't that I liked home. It wasn't that I wasn't enjoying the house or anything. No, I was battling something, but I still didn't